Hey guys, Kelsey Smith here with Smith's Ridge. Today I am recording this video not from Smith's Ridge. I have a meeting to get to, but I wanted to record a short video to clarify some information from my last video about Arkansas's raw milk law changes. And I actually shared some misinformation that I wanted to clarify. So just to backtrack a little bit, if you're new to my channel or you haven't caught that video, Arkansas currently allows the sale of raw milk, which is unpasteurized milk, from the farm which it was produced. So the customer or consumer has to pick the raw milk up from the farm where the milk was collected. And there's a few other stipulations with this Arkansas code. I actually wrote down the code number. It's Arkansas code 20-59-248. And in that, it states a couple of different pieces of requirements or information. It includes the incidental sale of Arkansas or of raw milk in Arkansas, which means that we can only sell up to 500 gallons a month, which don't even get me started on that. I'm trying not to go off on a tangent here, but what's the difference or what is the purpose of restricting small farms to 499 gallons as opposed to 600 gallons? Is anyone any safer for that reduction in production or distribution of raw milk? No, has nothing to do with food safety, y'all. It's about food freedom. Anyways, back to the changes that are going on in Arkansas. There are a lot of misleading headlines right now that are really have the goal of just getting clicks and comments and spreading or encouraging people to argue, really, is what it is. And they're arguing about, is raw milk safe? And that's what they want us. That's what the media wants us to argue about, but that's really not the argument. So when I recorded the last video, I kind of touched on a little bit about the food safety of raw milk and those types of details. But so I'm not going to go into that today. But as of my last video, it was approved unanimously in the Agricultural Committee. And then last week, it was approved in the House, and then tomorrow it actually goes to the Senate for approval. At the House, it was approved 94-3. So really great support of this very small amendment causing a lot of commotion. Let's see. So it goes to Senate, and then it has to be signed off by the government in order for the bill to pass and become in effect. And the change that everyone is up in arms about is just that the restriction will be lifted where we can only sell from the farm. It would be lifted, and I can't remember exactly how it was worded when I was initially reading up on this. It was worded something along the lines of to revise the restriction of raw milk being sold only from the farm. Something like that. I don't have the screenshot in front of me or anything like that, but it was something along those lines. But this does not mean that it can be sold in retail stores. So that's the clarification that I'm trying to get to here. And it means that we could go sell raw milk at a farmer's market or with a delivery system. And so while these changes do help us get a little more access, or consumers to get a little more access to raw milk, again, I don't foresee a lot of dairy farmers. Us raw milk community, we already have wait lists. And even the people that are new to raw milk or new to selling raw milk, they have wait lists. There is just such a demand. We really don't have the time to be going to farmers markets on a Saturday morning right after we're milking in the mornings, depending on your routine. You also have to get to the market and set up and all of these things. I do think it creates great opportunity to get in front of new people, market your business. I think goat people are probably going to be more likely to be able to take advantage of this. And I think that there are opportunities to grow with these methods or means of sales. And it also means that it wouldn't be illegal if I was going to meet someone in town and sell raw milk that way. But nonetheless, like, it's not lifting a lot of restriction for us. It's probably not going to change the way we do business significantly, because if you're going to deliver, you also have the cost of your gas, your fuel, and margins are already relatively slim. I mean, there's good money in raw milk because people really want it and it's a quality product. But you have to consider it needs to be or should be a viable business. And when you start to add in more and more and more expenses, the margins become more and more slim. And not to mention the restriction of only selling up to 500 gallons. So like, we're pretty stinking limited on how big a raw milk micro dairy could grow. But I think that it gives us opportunity, and it gives raw milk people good options to connect with consumers. And I think that that is maybe really what this could be all about. And maybe it will lead to more changes that allow us the freedom to have access to the high quality, nutrient dense, locally made or produced food, which is really exciting. So anyways, I'll jump off here. I wanted to clarify that because it won't be retail available. It will just be available via farmers markets and delivery, which doesn't really help us a lot, but that's all right. I think we keep on trudging on, and I'm excited to find out ways to be involved in this type of change because it's definitely much needed. Anyways, happy farming, y'all.